Hey guys, welcome back to LifeUpEducationTV. In today's video, I wanted to talk about it doesn't matter where you are in your life. It doesn't matter how famous you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Everybody got their own problems to deal with. So why do I want to talk about this? Because this past few weeks, I've seen some celebrity news floating on my feed. And I specifically picked 3 different news. The first one being starting from Bill Gates filing the divorce with Melinda Gates, and then the second one, the Ellen Show. So let's give you some context from what I read from Forbes, and which, by the way, like I have no idea. Like actually, I have no idea what actually went on, but I just read it, like, you know, headline reading kind of knowledge. But I read this from Forbes saying like Ellen had a little bit of scandal in terms of like working conditions she had for her show, the Ellen Show. The behind the Ellen Show, the employee who worked at the show complained about how like she didn't treat them nice or something like that, and then it got her a lot of like bad press, and then it got people upset, and then the viewership kind of went down because of it. And then now it's becoming, I think, season 19, and I saw her like commenting on like why she's ending the show, but she was addressing it like she planned for it. But the way Forbes told the story was basically that the viewership is going down, that now Ellen decided to walk away from possibly estimated of $50 million revenue per year, and just ending the show, right? And then the third one, I don't know exactly what happened, but I've heard, once again, this is just headline reading, and I have no idea actual context of what happened, but apparently James Charles is accused of texting some minor people, people who were not over 21, like they were teenager, like 16, 17 years old. But for me, it's kind of like, come on, like James Charles is so young too. Like he's only, I don't know, like 21, 20, something like that. So, but I'm not promoting the idea of like it's okay, right? Like that's not my intention is, but I feel like young people make mistakes, and then I think some people are taking it a little bit too aggressively. But anyway, so what happened was these things happen to these people. So I wanted to bring this up because, you know, this is a common problem that I see in myself too, but like among other people as well. The problem of lack of patience, like losing patience. And when we lose patience, what happened is that we lose patience because we compare ourselves to some other people. Like we compare our success in relation to other people, and we feel like we need to prove something to someone. Like that's one way to lose patience. And then, you know, but if we reverse engineer what actually happening is, like we actually use the same relation of like comparing our success to successful people's success, and actually take a step back and notice that these successful people also go through problems that like you wouldn't probably have to go through, but because they are in the position of where they are, they got more eyeballs actually. Like their failure is like exaggerated in a sense, I guess, like because I mean, like if you think about all the 3 items, like all the 3 news that I talked about, it's not such a big of a deal. I guess like if you are nobody, like people probably wouldn't even talk about it as much, right? Like so that's the first thing that I wanted to address. And then the second thing is, you know, given that assumption of like if we only get to that position, like we're gonna be happy, right? Like it doesn't work like that. Like you're gonna have your own problems to deal with wherever you're gonna be in your life. Like it's just gonna be maybe different kind of problem that you're facing right now. Like maybe it's gonna be a problem of what you want, right? Like you know, canceling the TV show, like right now, for example, you can't have that problem, right? But because where Ellen is, she can have that problem, and that's actually maybe the problem that you want to be having, right? So, you know, the different kinds of problem. But the thing is, like, no matter how much success you achieve, no matter how much it feels like you have, like your resource you have, people still go through problems, challenges. And if you have that blueprint of like how much stuff you have, how much stuff, like how much achievement you have, like how much you have instead of the experience itself, losing that can be a massive experience, like massive loss. So the point of this video is to remind everyone that it's not so much about how much you have, like how much is already yours and how much you have, but it's more about the experience itself. Like I said, you can lose them all, like at any point of your life, and that's okay too. Like that's included in the journey of life that you are meant to have, you know? So that's the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.